Hello and welcome to haQ attaQ. My name is Jakob, I'm your host and you're watching a haQ attaQ episode. This is KORG Gadget and today we're going to have a look at stuttering effects and how to make them using compressors. But before we begin, I just want to thank DenZKPS from the Audiobus forum and Andy Plankton from the Audiobus forum. They are a big inspiration for this episode. You see, some time ago I published a video about sidechain compression and how to do it the conventional way by feeding an audio signal into the compressor for telling the compressor when to start compressing. It is the old-fashioned way of doing it. But we live in the modern world and it seems that I haven't caught up yet because I haven't worked with compression in the manner we're about to do here. Guess I'm a bit old school. So we're going to automate the threshold of the compressor to create stuttering effects. As you can see, the threshold is jumping around like mad. And I have also done the same thing to these KORG gadgets right here. This is a really fun way to work with compression. Alright, so the process is very simple, so let's start from the beginning. Over here I have a KORG gadget with a very simple string pad, just a basic long note chord. And now we're going to make it stutter. So the first thing we need to do is to go into the effects slots and then add a compressor. And it's right there. Now that we have the compressor loaded, just enter it. And we really don't need to be here. However, we do need to go to the automation lane. And so we press right there. Then we just need to scroll down so we can find all of the functions for the compressor. And here they are. So here's the compression ratio, the compression threshold, the compressor gain, the attack and release. And we're going to automate the threshold. Now, one thing about making patterns is the way you have set your quantization option. And we can set that by pressing the function button while we're inside the gadget. So right now we're set to 1/16th and I want to set this to 1/13th. 13. So now we have more rows to work it. Rows? You know what I mean. So the way that this works is when you make staples in here, when you put them at the top like this, then you're telling the compression threshold to push the knob all the way up. And to make it stutter, we just need to pull down on it. And here you can be creative with it. Some sounds do not sound that good when you pull the compression threshold all the way down. Sometimes you can do it like this. And the simplest way of doing this is by drawing like this. So we go down here, and then we want to go up 2 staples, and then we want to go down 2 staples, and then up 2 staples, and then down. And you keep on doing this until you've made the whole thing. And through the power of video editing, so it doesn't look perfect, but now it sounds like this. Now we can easily make another pattern like this. Or why not like this? And remember the quantization option? If we go into the function mode, we can even make triplet type stutter, or we can go to 1/16th. 16th. And then the grid becomes even finer. Come on. You know, sometimes I really wish I had a stylus, because it would make my life so much simpler. And as you heard earlier in the episode, you can also do the same thing with vocal material, which is pretty awesome. So I suggest you go creative and go ballistic with this type of effect automation thingy. So if you want to know how to do sidechain compression the conventional way with a sidechain compressor unit and feed an audio signal into it, then I've got a great tutorial for that. I'll link to it at the end of this episode, and you can also find a link down in the description. I've got loads more KORG videos. I think it must be around 30 or something right now, and I'm gonna make loads more. There you go, that's how you create stuttering effects using a compression unit. Thank you so much for watching. All comments and ratings are very much appreciated. I've also got a Patreon account page. I'm on Patreon, so if you want to support creativity, if you like what I do, if you find value in the content that I produce, then why not sign up on Patreon? Now, if Patreon isn't your cup of tea, then I've also got a PayPal me link, so you can do a one-off donation if you rather do that. Now, if you don't want to do Patreon, if you don't want to do Patreon or PayPal, then you can always share my videos, press the thumbs up under my videos if you think that the videos deserve it, of course. And if you subscribe, don't forget to press in that bell. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.